Hey everyone!
What's up?
This is up.
This is up. What is up with this? What's this doing here in Toy Break Studio?
What? What am I looking at?
So what you're looking at right here is the Bone Dragon. This is the original Bone Dragon.
Maquette.
Maquette. May have been seen in some...
From what? What are we talking about?
We're talking about Skeleton Warriors. That's why we're here. You might recognize this fine fellow over here, Baron Dark. So we just wanted to... We had the opportunity, so we wanted to bring you some of the original Maquettes just to showcase kind of what was going on back in 1994, 5 when they were...
93, 94, actually, when they were developing.
Actually, that's true. 93, 94, when they were developing all of this stuff. What would happen before even the toys were made is they developed all of these maquettes. It was for in-house. It was so when they were writing the cartoon, they had things to look at. When they
Sometimes even pitching a cartoon, you would have a maquette.
Right. Pitching the cartoon. When they were going to go to Playmates or whoever with the toys at Toy Fair, they needed to show
This
toys.
is what our character looks like.
So they had created all of these maquettes. So one of the things that we were able to do, since we have access to this, is go back to these original maquettes, as well as the toy, the Playmates toys ones. And you could see that Playmates did a really great job translating an awesome maquette into an awesome action figure. But one of the things that we were able to do is go back, and when we made our Baron Dark, who we're referencing more of the cartoon, but there's certain things our painter Michael noticed when he was painting the cape, like, hey, the original maquette has a nice, instead of a black wash, it's a real dark red wash. And he's like, why don't we kind of go for that on the cape instead of the black wash of the Playmates one. So that's kind of what we went for. And, we're able to kind of mix a little bit of everything as we bring this to you. So,
look at how cool that is. Yeah. So what we were able to do, thanks to the fine folks over at Goddard Film Group, is pull from reference like this. We had the original maquettes to pull from. We had original concept art. Of course, we had the old toys. We had comic books. We had pretty much anything we wanted that has been made in the Skeleton Warriors universe we could access, which was really amazing and what helped us create the new characters that we're working with now from October Toys.
You could see even the gag of the leg that opens to reveal the bone. That was all in the maquette. It's in there, like the original maquette right there. So it's kind of cool. I mean, it was really well thought out even before all this stuff was made. I really like a little bit more realistic look of the original maquette than the kind of softer look of the toy. So when we get to Grimskull here, we're going to kind of be able to mix this all up. And
should we tell them about Grimskull?
Let's tell them what happened with Grimskull. Look where he was originally.
What's that? What's that name under there?
Shadow. So he had an original name of Shadow. I think he had another name at one point too. But
there was at one point another name, but his original name was Shadow, and then it was changed into Grimskull during
production
development.
Development.
Which is really exciting because we can also go back. We can do shadow variants.
Sure.
We can do all sorts of exciting things. And this, of course, if you're a Skeleton Warriors fan, or if not, here's a little piece of Skeleton Warriors trivia. You want to show Talon off?
Oh, is that what you weren't going for that?
No, go for it.
Oh. So
here's talk about the Bone Dragon.
Here's Talon, who was never turned into an action figure. So this is kind of the only 3D representation of her out there in official form right now.
It is. And you might notice that she's a bit more maybe skewed towards adult tastes than the cartoon.
Yeah. So
she has a little less clothing.
We're able to kind of go back and use any of this reference we would like. So, as we get to Talon and Grimskull, like, maybe you'll see some of this stuff start popping out. And what were you going to say about the Bone Dragon?
Well, I was going to say, I think we've mentioned it before in some of the things we've done, but the Bone Dragon, this Bone Dragon has been shown a couple of times back in the 90s. I believe it was I don't know if it was in Tomart's or if it was Lee's Toy Review. One of those. I want to say it was Tomart's. Showed the Bone Dragon maquette, this maquette, as like, hey, look, this is coming out in Skeleton Warriors Series 2. Like, this is going to be one of the next vehicle playset figure type things.
Right. Originally, he was supposed to. He had a saddle, and he had some extra, for some reason, some metal claws that go on top of his claws. I don't know. That part wasn't in the cartoon, but he had like a saddle that was supposed to be for Baron Dark to ride on him. But the scale's really off on these. Like, if you go, him to him, this toy to what this toy would be, completely crazy.
This guy would be like 4 feet tall.
But the cool thing is, our toy to this one is going to be a
lot
lot closer. So who knows? Maybe someday
I'm just
might
saying,
get to...
we hopefully with your support and the support of people who are still into the Skeleton Warriors line and new fans to our new Glyos compatible highly articulated Skeleton Warriors. If you're into it and you're supporting the line, we have a very, very good shot at getting to make and produce the Bone Dragon for you guys. I'm so excited.
So once these figures come out,
it's actually for me too. I want one.
When we get these going, and hopefully you're digging them, we can let's keep this line rolling, because everybody needs this in their house.
Everybody needs that in their house. But it's kind of cool. It's a little behind the scenes in how toys and story development comes about.
Yeah. So special thanks to Goddard Film Group for letting us bring these to you guys, and so you have a little chance to see a little behind the scenes of the Bone Dragon. Very cool.
Awesome. We will see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to watch OctoberToys.com for all the new Skeleton Warriors action figure news. Bye, everyone.